Yeah, this is not about patient safety. Weaponizing the medical board to silence me, to silence other doctors.
Dr. Mary Bowden has never been sued for medical malpractice, but you can't say the same for a number of the Texas Medical Board members who want to punish her for her medical opinions for trying to help a sick COVID patient.
They won't stop coming after me.
Hello, I'm Texas Medical Board President Dr. Sharif Zafran.
He's the vice chairman of the governing board of U.S. Anesthesia Partners.
My duty is to the citizens of Texas and to make sure that physicians are held accountable.
Last year, they were sued by the federal government, the Federal Trade Commission, accused of exploiting patients, driving up prices through allegedly illegal tactics. The federal government claimed, quote, anesthesia services cost Texans tens of millions of dollars more each year than they did before USAP was created. But that's not the only legal action that has drawn our attention in recent days. Dr. Devinder Bhatia of Houston, a Methodist surgeon, has been on the medical board more than a decade. And while on the board, he was sued in June of 2020 for assault, allegations that he grabbed, hit, and shoved a nurse in the operating room, that he even brought a hot cup of coffee into the operating room when the patient was already unconscious. The lawsuit was settled, but we're told there's both audio and video of this incident. Boy, I'd love to see it. How did the medical board treat one of its own? Bhatia had to pay $500 and take 12 hours of continuing education. It's what's called a remedial plan. Basically, no discipline at all. And it wasn't his first brush with trouble. Back in 2014, Bhatia didn't report on his license renewal application that he was under investigation after his resignation from 2 hospitals.
Our concern is how money and politics are competing with safety.
2 years ago, Austin TV station KXAN documented political contributions from the folks who got on the medical board.
Many of the people on the medical board are simply not qualified to be there.
One of the doctors on the board is Satish Nayak. Back in March of 2021, there was a formal complaint that he wasn't keeping adequate medical records for multiple patients. The punishment? He had to complete 8 hours of continuing education on good record keeping. In recent months, we've questioned the medical board. 29 patients complaining about the same doctor accused of physically endangering patients. The board did nothing about that. Yet the medical board is spending who knows how much taxpayer money to go after Dr. Bowden for her COVID comments. And she's not backing down. You think you've been proven right?
We're getting there. I mean, I just sued the FDA and won that lawsuit.
During the height of the COVID drama, the FDA had tweeted this about ivermectin, quoting, "You are not a horse. You are not a cow. Seriously? Y'all stop it."
We sued them and we won. The FDA had to take down all that misinformation that they put out there on social media. But I still have trouble getting pharmacists to dispense ivermectin, strangely enough.
Her lawsuit against Methodist wasn't as successful as the FDA one was, but Dr. Bowden and her lawyers are not shying away from their critique of the hospital.
Methodist has egg on its face because they stood squarely behind the CDC and Anthony Fauci.
So she fights on, raising money for her legal fund from Give Send Go. $40,000 so far. But when you fight the state, it takes a lot more than that.
I want my name cleared. It's very important to me, especially after what happened